Welcome to Get Your FRQ On. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to use the variables key to transform functions graphically in your y equals editor. Now to start, I want to show you that I do have a function already entered into y1. Right, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the variables key to grab that function and manipulate it in certain ways to affect different types of transformations on this graph in y1. Right, so the first thing I'm going to do, let's say I want to take this parent function x minus 3 squared plus 1, and I want to reflect it over the x-axis and perform a vertical stretch by a factor of 2. So now I have negative 2. And now I actually want to use my parent function here, so I'm going to go grab that from my variables menu. Right, and then I also want to move this graph 2 units to the right. So I'm going to go x plus 2. Actually, it's already 3 units to the right, so let's make it 2 units to the left just so we can see the difference. So that's going to move it 2 units to the left. It's going to move the original y1, not the parent function quadratic function, but our y1. And then I'm going to move it down 4 units. Right, and notice I don't have to square anything when I do this x plus 2 because I'm just using whatever y1 is, which already has the quadratic in it. So I don't have to retype a lot of stuff. If that original function does have a lot to it, using the y1 from the variables menu is probably going to save a bunch of time, and just having a general understanding of how to affect different transformations graphically in that function expression. All right, so now I have 2 functions, y1 and y2, and y2 is some transformed version of y1. And if I graph those, I can see that 2 functions did in fact show up. The blue function, my parent function, was in fact reflected over the x-axis. It's upside down, it's been translated and stretched and whatnot. So you can actually use those variables to affect different transformations when you know how to set up that function and apply those transformations. It's generally a quicker way to use the y1 as a variable than it is to just retype everything that you have in y1, especially if your definition for y1 involves several steps and several different operations that are happening to that input.